the book of the New Testament, how can we be here? If Jesus didn't say anything, or Matthew didn't write what Jesus said, how can we read it? That is why when people ignore book, they are doomed. The Third Testament must be written at this time, so that people in other ages to come, we read about the people of this time. Book. When I don't see book in people's hand, I will know they hate their lives. It is only a man that hates his life that will not go to bookshop. If I don't see you with a book, I will fear for you. You cannot be part of a season without having knowledge of that season. Have I not gallivanted? I have moved from season I introduced by relevant revelation and came into the life of every season is in books. Daniel said in Daniel chapter 9, he said, I know it by book. I think I should look at that scripture. Daniel chapter 9. If you are tired, I'm about to stop. And your tiredness, am I afraid of it? Is it today that I start preaching to people who are tired? Doesn't prevent me from saying what I'm saying. Daniel chapter 9, 1 and 2. He said, I know it. Now, any season that is not introduced by book, hear me. If there is no book in a time, then great men have not grown in that time. There is no great man that doesn't know the power of book. If a man is denied the power of book, then he is shielded from greatness. Then his time, the time will be denied. The period between Old Testament and New, men live there, and who know about them? Please hear me. Hear me. Who know what happened in your village or in Nigeria about 200 years ago? Who knows what happened in this Nigeria 200 years ago? Did anybody? Did anybody know whether Nigeria existed around 200 years ago? 200 years ago, was America not there? Don't they have history? The Bible is not more than 2,000 years. And then where was Nigeria that time? So what is happening? Where was Nigeria when Matthew was following Jesus? Even 200 years ago, where was Nigeria? That is why they reason the way they reason. 200 years ago was just 80 something. No, that's what I'm talking. Is it not? 1980 something now. To America and Britain is not far, because they were already civilized that time. Now, we can know what happened in the land of the Jews because it was documented. It was documented. Now, document things. Let me ask you to listen. The message I preached, or any meeting I attended from 98, from 96 is with me. Any note I made in any church since 27 years is with me in my house. Why? Because it is through books that we save seasons. It is through books that we unite future with the past. It is through books we tell our stories. Through books. It is through books we tell others who doesn't know about us, about ourselves. I said through books that we tell others about ourselves. We are here reading about Jeremiah thousands of years, Moses thousands of years, Ezekiel thousands of years. And then up till now, we don't have philosophers, those who can write about us, write about our families, write about what is happening around us, so that the generations to come can know what happened. Now, if the story of a people are not told, it means that they are lost. That is why some of us are not even sure. Like you're seeing me here. I am not sure of the complete name of my grandfather. I know his name in part. And I don't want to even hear their story because of pain that follow that story. So if you're hearing me, you have a lot of work to do on books. Buy and encourage everyone that believes in you to read. I said to do what? To read. When I was coming, I was, please hear me. One of the ways to preserve the destiny of a generation is through books. When I was studying on 17:17 of John's Gospel yesterday, John 17:17, he says, sanctify them by the word. So I say, come, this word that they're talking about, it's not a human being that wrote it. John, come, John is not a human being. So I said, in what way have I sanctified my generation? Through the word. During the time of fasting 2 years ago, 1717 Kennedy, I was there praying when I was making that book on power is a being and the becoming. The Lord said to me, he said, listen, take a place in the firmament of Africa and quarry my light to enlighten a dark continent. And then your candle will cause you to be remembered forever. I said, my candle? He said, yes. Then I said, I will produce a candle. I will produce a candle of brightness that will illuminate the witchcraft of African nation and cause my generation to be remembered. It is not enough to talk about Jesus and Magdalene, talk about Joshua and Rahab, talk about Moses and Aaron. People should talk about us. I said people should do what? People should talk about us. People should read about us. We should be willing to create history. And that is why I'm saying here. It says sanctify them by the word. And the word is, the word sanctify is share your mind. Share your mind with higher minds. So when I say God is holy, I am talking about a personality that share his mind with us so that we can be with him. It's not about doing anything. Did you hear what I said? I said, when I say God is holy, I'm talking about a personality that shares his mind with us so that we can be like him. Now this is my prayer. My prayer for you is that may God give you a man whose mind is better than your own, and may God help you to submit your mind to him so that he can heal your mind. Why Esther married Mordecai? Married Ahasuerus. It's because Mordecai did what? shared mind. There is one more scripture, because the last thing I have there, I have in this course is God is a miracle. I want you to see Leviticus. There is something God said there. I saw clearly this morning. That's where I'm stopping. The other one is prayer and praying on it. And before I get to the prayer, I would like somebody who got something to share with us. Because I'm not doing long praying. I'm not doing long praying. Forget it. I've done the job already. I've already scattered the scab. You cannot remain the same. Whether you like me or not, you will remember that I have preached. That it is peculiar service. Leviticus chapter 11:44. He said, I am your God. You shall therefore sanctify yourself.
And you shall be holy,
for
I am holy.
Now, God first of all said, I am.